Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about a new stock we're going to get myself out of debt with, ladies and gentlemen. It is RR, ladies and gentlemen. What is RR? It is Richtech Robotics, ladies and gentlemen. Started this on April 27, 26, ladies and gentlemen. Last week of April. We're now $650, ladies and gentlemen. Made $18 with a premium. Now we're down $632 on May 1st, 2026. Going into this week, ladies and gentlemen. All this can change before Monday. This is recorded for Monday, but it come out on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. But let's look at what we're doing here, ladies and gentlemen. We go to this. Robotic. Richtech Robotics, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to explain what it is. But let's look at the weekly chart. Up 2 cents, ladies and gentlemen, to $2.50. For the month, up 47 cents. Been low as $2.03. 3 months, we're down $1.07, $29.97, ladies and gentlemen. Year to date, we're down 25.15%, 84%, ladies and gentlemen. My average cost is $3.60 for 593 shares, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta keep 400 shares, ladies and gentlemen, to get back to $4. And that is my break even, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm only down $509.94, 30.490%, ladies and gentlemen. It is only 1.55% of my traditional IRA. This is my traditional IRA. That read what Richtech Robotics Inc. is engaged in development of robotic and artificial intelligence. The firm design, manufacture, and sell robotics to restaurants, hotels, senior living centers, casino factories, and movie theater. It robots perform a variety of services, including restaurant running, bustling, hotel room service, floor scrubbing, vacuuming, beverage, and food preparation. The company was founded by Zhang Wu Hong and Zhang Guangpang on July 19, 2016, ladies and gentlemen. It is headquartered in Las Vegas, Nevada. The listing name is RR, is Richtech Robotic Class B common shares, ladies and gentlemen. They do have 55 employees. Market cap is only $563.46, ladies and gentlemen. The weekly high, the 52-week high, ladies and gentlemen, is $7.43. The weekly 52-week low is 171, ladies and gentlemen. A big trading range here, ladies and gentlemen. Short inventory is available. Bar rate is 1.5% of this, ladies and gentlemen. Volume for Friday, ladies and gentlemen, was 7.3. On average is 8.29. Not too off, ladies and gentlemen. But tech has been hit pretty hard for the beginning of the year. I did do, you can see here, informative sales shares sold on the open market, 12,500 by a former officer. Probably want to get out and do something else with their shares. Sold some more in there, ladies and gentlemen. But he bought some right here on it January 16, 26. Then he's selling. Okay. Short interest, ladies and gentlemen, is at $37.88 on April 24th. As of right here, ladies and gentlemen, April 30th is 53.53, 37.63% short interest. But you need a volume to get there, ladies and gentlemen. Their second quarter fiscal 26 will be on May 18th after hours, ladies and gentlemen. Supposed to be minus 4 cents per share. They missed the last one, ladies and gentlemen. They're above, and they were right in line with the other quarters. Let's see what it does coming up on May 18th. Got about 2 weeks. I did buy more shares here, ladies and gentlemen, at $238, $249. Did have a contract right here for RR. I made $13.96. Oh, that expired, ladies and gentlemen. I did have a cover call too that expired. Or did I? No. The 2nd, the 6th. Oh, this is. Oh, when I go back up, you tell when I have been in this since selling cover calls since September 29, 25, ladies and gentlemen. Paid some really good money early on before I got assigned at $7. I mean, I got over 400 shares at $7. Why did I say $4? Let me look at my book again. Might got it written down wrong here. Yeah. I do have written down. It's supposed to be $7. It goes $7. Yeah, $7 I was signed. All those shares. How many shares was it? 5 contracts. Yeah. I mean, I gotta keep 5 contracts. That's why I'm building this up to 1,000 shares, ladies and gentlemen. I'll fix that. Then I sold some at $3.50 for contracts. May $13.99 40 I bought. Now I bought back in at $3.50. Oh, that was a void. But that's all my trades here, ladies and gentlemen. As of this week, we had 2 contracts. Cover call there expired. And that expired worthless. That means I have money to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the contracts for this week. This all could change for money, ladies and gentlemen. I have no contracts open up right now. Let's go to trades. Got about 250. I'm looking at 250, ladies and gentlemen, for 14. Or do I want? That's for cover calls. I mean, 14 for 250. Probably going to do a $3 again, make $2 on one. Now I could change. Look at the puts. I'm going to do a $3 put, or do I want to do a $250? I'll probably do a $250, ladies and gentlemen. If this dropped lower, it'd be $250. Make $12, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, $12, $12. If I don't get a sign, that's a free $12. If I do get a sign, that's $12. Plus, I bought it at $250, ladies and gentlemen. It don't go back above there, but it's flat right now. $250. That's common sense. So make that, ladies and gentlemen, make that move. On ladies and gentlemen, now I'm thinking this is my new position. I'm gonna try to get to 1,000 shares using the premium from the other contracts I do in my cover calls, selling cover calls on what I own or with the puts, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm doing with my money, ladies and gentlemen, because I got $904 buying power, but I do have to buy other puts like Resolve, ladies and gentlemen. Check out that Resolve video on Friday. See you next one, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.